Welcome to CES 2008. In the Hovland room they were using the Stratos monoblocks. These were driving Avalon loudspeakers. Their new products at the show were a preamp to match the Stratos monoblocks. This will be available in the spring of 2008 and is a full balanced model to match the monoblocks. They're also showing a media player. This will play standard Redbook CDs as well as connecting to a Mac or a PC or any other music server via an Ethernet or USB connection. This was how they were demonstrating it, and it sounded fantastic. This will be available later in the year. In the Furutech room they were showing some new upmarket cables. These will be a new series to go above the reference 3 range. They use a non-magnetic stainless steel plug and non-magnetic stainless steel network housing. Both the plug and the network housing are finished with carbon fiber surrounds. If they sound as good as they look, they'll be fantastic. As you can see, there's a huge range of mains cables also supplied by Furutech. And in the cabinet to the right there's a selection of awards that they're Evolution series cables, and beneath that the reference 3 cables have won recently. The DMAG and the DSTAT as well as the LP flattener were also there, as well as their massive range of sockets and connectors. In the Boulder room, the long-awaited 1021 CD player was up proudly on show with a complete 10 series system. The CD player has been 3 years in the making, and from what we've seen so far looks every bit worth the wait. As you can see, it uses a very large colour LCD screen. It also uses a data drive for the CDs, not an actual CD drive. The data drive itself spins the disc at a full data ripping speed. It doesn't actually play the disc at all. The data from the disc is then recorded onto a 2 GB RAM memory. That then is transferred digitally to the D2A converters. This, we're reliably informed, is a very efficient way of correcting any errors and jitter. Here's a close-up of that LCD screen. Very easy to use. Very simple to set up too. At the very bottom of that there's a horizontal line, and you can see there's a green bar that's just moving up that horizontal line. That's the timeline. The green bar itself is actually the data from the CD being ripped onto the memory. There's actually a red line left of that which is moving very slowly. That is actually the timeline of the CD being played. Here Jeff Nelson from Boulder, the designer and CEO, tells us a little bit more about the technical workings of the player itself and just what its benefits actually are. As we know Jeff very well, I think we can testify to the fact that this is going to be very special indeed. It's taken a lot of his time for the last 3 years, and it's something that has a great deal of thought. This should be available around about March 2008. We'll obviously let you know as soon as we have our first shipment. There's the Ethernet port at the back, and there's 2 sets of right outputs, 2 sets of left outputs, and an AES digital output too. In the Vetus room they were showing their SS010 integrated amplifier and the SCD010 CD player along with the Andromeda cables. They had some new silver cables on show too. In the Hanson room they were showing the new Prince V2, which uses an uprated technique with cabinet manufacturing to improve the sound further. A real favourite of ours, these speakers. They also had a brand new center channel, which is full range and will go down to 29 Hz. In the LSA room, they were showing the LSA1 statement stand mount speakers, which were also used in Winston Marr's room, along with an LSA statement amplifier being configured to be used as a power amplifier. That was connected to John Tucker's Exemplar Audio preamplifier and John Tucker's Exemplar Audio DAC. John Tucker is the designer behind all the Statement LSA products.